Okay, so now when you choose a key to do a song in, it makes a lot of sense to choose a key that utilizes open strings. Now I'm working with a lot of open string stuff at the moment, and it's very, very useful if you choose the right key. Now some keys, obviously it's a freaking nightmare unless you want to use a capo. I'm not a great fan of a capo. I've never really used a capo. I don't know whether that makes me better, worse, dumb, smart. I don't know. I just never use one, right? No judgment there. It's just one of these things. I never thought, I'm just going to change the key. I'll put a capo on. A lot of people do. No problem with that myself. But anyway, so let me give you an example of how that can work for you. I'm going to choose pairs of notes, right, and work with 4 notes, right? I'm going to work with groups of 4 notes, but I'm going to choose to fret a pair of notes. Now, for this example, I've chosen to do an octave plus a third. So here I'm playing, with my first finger I'm playing an E and the second fret on the D string, right? Now I'm also fretting with my, I think, it doesn't really matter, I guess third finger would be more technically correct maybe, on the 3rd fret on the high E string, whatever's comfortable. Now with my right hand, right, it's really where all the work is done on this one. So I'm grabbing with my thumb and 3rd finger the 2 notes that I'm playing with my left hand, right, being the E and the G. Then maybe work that for a while, get a feel for it. Now what I'm going to do is change to the next pair of root and 1/3, 1 octave up notes, which will be D and F sharp, right? So I've gone from E and G to D and F sharp. And that's 1 finger on the 2nd fret on the high E string. Now here, I'm changing again to C and E. Once again, C up an octave plus a 3rd. Right? And there's same open strings, the B and G. So. Really pretty straightforward, right? And you could follow that through from the C down to the B and the D, and then it would be A and C. Now here I'm changing to a different pair of open strings. I'm using the G and the D string, right? And now I'm using the G here and the B as my together some really simple, really pretty things, and I'm just repeating a pattern with my right hand. Like I say, I'm not really a fingerstyle player, but with you know a little with a little bit of practice, you can put together some stuff that sounds all right. My nails are way too long at the moment. Makes some of this close stuff really tricky to play. Like, shouldn't ever sound like that, but you know, that's how it is. Yeah, so you could do the same up the neck. You know, just choose the notes that sound pretty to you. I'll turn my guitar around so it's easier for you to see. I'm sorry about that. You know, this. Now the idea is to try to get every note to sound. And I feel like I've got fat fingers. I can blame the guitar or my fingernails, but it's probably just me having fat fingers. You know, Yeah, and you can put together some really pretty, simple sounding stuff. If you play, by yourself on an acoustic guitar, or even just in a duo, then that sort of stuff can just make everything really come to life. Instead of playing chords or that sort of feel. Nice stuff going here. I think that's what I was playing. Is that right? Yeah. Oh dear. So I think what I was playing that for. Yeah. And keeping that by hitting the strings. Have fun with it. Take care.